I was looking at the list of people, you know, that you've worked with. It's got to be the longest list for an artist because there, you know, there's just endless.
DJ Firestarr keeping it smashed.
And I wanted to touch on, to touch on the relationship that you have with Meek, because some of my favorite joints, the Foreigners joint, the My Lifestyle flip off Soul Tape. You've obviously been on Racked Up Shorty or on Uptown Vibes. He's on Talk to Me Nicely off Summer Shootout 3. And you guys are always, you speak highly of him as well in other interviews, and you've connected quite a fair bit. Talk to me a little bit about that relationship.
Me and Meek's relationship, it comes about for, I think, a genuine connection at first, you know, of you know, respecting each other, but at the same time, we like, you know, just we kick it. You know, a lot of those records came from us just kicking it, you know, being in the studio, kicking it in the studio, and, you know, Uptown Vibes is the perfect example of us just being in the studio, and he started working on it. And I went in there and just started, you know, messing around and fucking around with it. And, you know, it led to that record. It wasn't like a real, like, it's never been a call you up, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, this record, it's kind of been organically, like, you know, I fuck with you, you know what I'm saying? I can hear you on this joint, and it goes from there, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of our records kind of been like, just flowing into the night, you know what I mean? And we just do a record, and you know, pretty much I think that's stems from our just relationship outside of music too. You know what I'm saying? We have a lot of talks. We joke around in the studio. We tell a bunch of stories. The first time I met Meek was, you know, I had a show I think in Delaware, and he came up and, you know, he was buzzing in Philly. And Delaware is just so you know, it's right next door to Philly. So, you know, kind of what the scene that goes on in Philly.
How long ago, Fab? Sorry, how many years ago was that?
Man, this had to
20?
be, not 20 years ago. Maybe like,
15.
maybe 10.
10
years, 10, 11 years ago. And, you know, they were telling me about him and you know, while I was doing the show, I was like, well, you know, if he popping out here, all right, let's give him the stage. You know what I mean? This was a platform that I had, you know, everybody was there to see me, and it was crowded, and, you know, it was a packed club, and I was just like, yo, you know, they came to me and told me this information about him and said, yo, you know, you good dude. And that was kind of like the beginning of our relationship. You know what I mean? He came on stage, and I think he was doing a drink called I forgot what was it, Rose Red.
Okay.
And it was like, you know, kind of the first Meek joint that anybody from probably out of town had been introduced to. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say it's his first joint, but it kind of was one of those records that you saw a reaction to. And I saw the kids in Delaware reacting to it, and I was, you know, even from that time, I was just, you know, happy to give him that opportunity. And we just continued, you know, being cool from there. You know what I mean? I knew I watched him throughout the game, and, you know, him building his career, and you know what I'm saying? We stayed cool throughout the time. So, you know, it's just really like a relationship that's continued to be there over the years, and watching him grow and become the artist that he is now is, you know, kind of one of the beauties of being around this long, and, you know what I'm saying, and seeing things grow.
Yeah, no, it's super genuine. So I think that's the main thing, you know. It seems like you always call on each other whenever something's popping, and then, you know, you end up making bangers all the time.
Yep.